It is the order of Monday morning. Order of Monday morning will come to order. No, who am I kidding? There will be no order. Uh, anyway, uh, I hope you survived the weekend. Hope you had a good weekend too. Uh, as many of you know, I've been working for the last couple couple of years uh, on my new book, which will be coming out in the springtime, called "The Tarot Architect." It'll be coming out from the good folks at Wiser, and we're still sort of neck deep in the final stages of getting the thing actually manifested. So I've been sort of obsessed. As a matter of fact, I have been obsessed quite a bit with the wonders of the tarot, and part of the tarot architect book, or the program that the book represents, is the creation of your own tarot deck. I mean, the systematic creation of your own tarot deck, and creating it in such a way that you're actually implanting the dynamics of what makes the tarot magic in you. You're building the house of cards in a sense inside yourself, which is truly the only place it can be. But because the cards are connected to so many very fundamental cosmological realities concerning the nature of existence itself, in properly building the house of cards within yourself, in a sense, you're tuning yourself up to the universal powers and principles of the existence that you exist in. But so the idea being that hopefully you'll be able to create your own tarot deck, and to practice that, I'm providing in the book itself full size uncolored drawings, just the line drawings, not the color or the other doodads in it, of the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic. 78 full things that you can color either in the book itself, or go down to the copy machine place and have them each printed out on cardstock, and make yourself a bona fide homemade deck of tarot cards, usable deck of tarot cards. The Tarot Ceremonial Magic has been in print again for quite a while now, from the good folks at Magical Egypt. Where's their Magical Egypt thing? Next Millennium. Magical Egypt. Excuse me, Next Millennium. Magical Omaha. Excuse me. And this is what the deck looks like now. As you can imagine, this was quite at the very beginning of the project, many years ago. It was sort of hard to pitch the idea to Wiser, and to pitch the idea to U.S. Game Systems, which was the first publisher of the deck. And so I prepared a presentation book explaining how I can get all of the pertinent Kabbalistic, basic Kabbalistic structure material exhibited on the cards and in the book. Here's the book that went with that, Tarot Ceremonial Magick. Both are still available. Both are available at Magical Omaha. But and the book is and everything's available on Amazon too. So don't worry about that. If you go to Amazon, by the way, there are for sale on Amazon first editions and second editions and rare collectors items, okay, for astronomical prices. Well, I don't get any of that money. That's private people selling to other private people. You shouldn't pay more than like $39. Okay, I think that's what that is. So, be that as it may, I ran across the book that I showed Stuart Kaplan at U.S. Games, and Donald Weiser at Weiser Books, way back when, and then when was it? 1990 something. And then when the cards actually got printed, I replaced certain cards in the book, so I could have this kind of treasured thing that I funkily put in a photo album, and I'm going to share that with you this morning. So I open. I don't know how good I'll be able to do this, but I'll. Okay, so I start off by showing how the Lesser Arcana fits on the classic Kabbalistic Tree of Life. So this would be the Tree of Life of Wands. The 1 through 10 of Wands on the tree, and then running down the side here are the court cards. So the Knight and Queen, more or less, cover up this area here, and the Prince of each suit more or less encompass this area of the tree here, and the Princess corresponding to that. So now these in full size and very cleaned up and beautiful are the illustrations that grace the inside of the new book that's coming up. And you'll be able to color them yourself with all the instructions. Okay, so here's the tree and court cards of cups and of swords. And of discs. Now they've all got the appropriate dates and degrees of the zodiac that go with them. But as you can see, Constance did a great deal of coloring work and background work and adding things to each of these card blanks. I provided her these blanks, and she did all the rest as far as color and other doodads inside. And you'll be able to add your own ideas and backgrounds and such. Now here's the back of the cards, because there's going to be a lot of Enochian material involved. You can even see them represented in the small cards there. See the Enochian square up in the corner there? And look at the complete Enochian subangles of the, where am I? Subangles here, we'll get a better view of those in a second. But this is the Enochian Magick Holy Table. And at the top and bottom, are the in the corners are the great seals of the tablets, of the elemental tablets, and two versions of the Tablet of Union. Now, the reason that there's two is because the Great Table is separated by two sets of the letters from the, well, you don't need to get into that much detail right now, but anyway. Now I just illustrate the major arcana here, just in order from 0 to 21. Now the Hebrew alphabet developed a little bit different than that, and I address that in the new book. But see the little things you see the Hebrew letter, of course, Aleph, and the colors, and the colors represent the proper scale of colors associated with that Hebrew letter, and those weird-looking things in the lower corners are sigils of the mercurial genii and the qliphoth associated with that Hebrew letter, etc. So lots of goodies on there. And here's the Empress and the Emperor and the Hierophant and the Lovers. Now people ask me, gee, why did you put Constance's face and your face on some of these cards? And my answer is, well, I tried to put them on all of them, but I just couldn't. Okay, when you make your tarot deck, you paste your own goddamn picture on it. Okay. Let's continue going here. There's Chariot and Justice, and the Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune. And Lust, the Hangman, and Death. I love the Death card. Uh-oh, cancel. I'm not going to end this video. Hope we're still on. Okay, and the art card, or the old temperance cards, very alchemical there. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, the Aeon card, and the Universe. Okay, what other treats do I have? Oh, I try to explain the Enochians. Okay. See how that Ace of Swords there, and I'm starting with air here, for the Enochians love to start with air. You see in the Ace of Swords up in the corner there is a very huge lettered tablet. Now each of those squares in that lettered tablet, when you blow them up, they are 156 truncated pyramids, which are lettered. And you'll notice that they're sort of divided down the center. It's not really easy to see, but there's 4 sections divided by 2 columns that go right down the center, and 1 row that goes right across the center. And those 4 sections that cross encloses are the sub-angles. So this is the air tablet. The whole thing is the tablet of air. But the upper left-hand corner of it there, that section, is air of air. And you can see it's predominantly yellow. And the square in the upper right is the water subangle. And you can see that the sides of the pyramids show that it's predominantly blue for water. And the lower left hand is the earth subangle, and that's predominantly green there. And the lower right-hand corner is predominantly red, so that would be the fire subangle. Now, each of those subangles are also representative of the 4 court cards that live inside that ace. The lower right would be the knight, the upper right would be the queen, the upper left would be the prince, and the lower right or left would be the princess. And so we see on those cards bigger versions of the subangle that they represent. And all 4 of them represent I Ching hexagrams that characterize those subelemental mixes. And 3 of them, the knight, the queen, and the prince, represent 30-degree periods of the zodiac, too, 20 degrees of one sign to 20 degrees of another. So you've got a birth date card there. So if you were born in January 10th through February 8th, you're a Prince of Swords. Now, the forms, the general forms for all of the court cards in the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic are the same general characters. The princes all look like okay. But their coloring and their clothes and their devices are all different, being appropriate to their element. Now, this thing over here, besides right here, this is the tablet of union in the Enochian system. So the great archangel of archangels of air is X-Arp. The X is the spirit, or the E is the spirit. The X is the air part of spirit, air of air, water of air, earth of air, fire of air. That's the same elemental mix as this. The ace would be that E, and you see the Enochian square in the lower left-hand corner. There's the E, and then the prince is the X, the queen is the A, the princess is the R, and the knight is the P. So X-Harp, archangel, and then all these E-X-A-R-P. Okay, the next thing, and I believe I failed to color this one completely, but this is Hakama. That's the archangel of water there. Okay, so that same thing holds true there for the ace is the entire elemental tablet of water, which is that one right there. Now, each of those letters is the name of an angel. All 156, there's 156 angels, little angels. But that's not all. Put the letters together, they spell the name of a bigger angel. And put more of those together, they spell bigger angels. And each of them have a hierarchy on that elemental tablet. Solar, planetary, zodiacal. It really is good shit. Okay. All right. And there would be the earth for Nanta. Same thing holds true. See how their clothes change, the colors of their clothes and the background and such. Okay. And Batum, fire, is on the bottom. Enochians just love to use that air, water, earth, fire order. It doesn't mean that Yod He Vav He is out of whack. It's just how they like to organize it. Okay. Now here's a wheel, and it shows the zodiacal trumps on the outer wheel there. Okay, and then it shows the small cards that live inside those zodiacal trumps. Then there's the proper court cards ruling 20 degrees of one sign to 20 degrees of another. And the princesses and the aces, because the princess and the ace are like a snake with a tail in its mouth. The alpha and omega of the princess is the throne of the ace. And they're right in the middle, right there. So you can sort of imagine if you're in a helicopter above the North Pole and you see the zodiac swirling around you. Okay. And here's the small cards. They each rule 10 degrees of the zodiac. The 2s, 3s, 4s represent the cardinal signs of their suit. The 5, 6, 7s rule the fixed signs of their suit. And the 8, 9, 10s rule the mutable signs. So, and they all have dates. Now we've also got Goetic spirits, one for the day and one for the night. There's 72 of those represented by the 36 small cards. Not only that, but the 72 angels of the Shemhamferish rule little 5-degree periods of that same period. And their names are written right above those squares toward the bottom there. And we got the title and what zodiac sign and what planet has been assigned to that zodiac sign that these cards represent. And you will have the opportunity to color those in yourself. Okay. And I've got them arranged in that way. 2, 3, 4 of cups. 5, 6, 7. This is how they appear in the zodiac. Okay. 5, 6, 7 of wands. And the 8, 9, 10 of discs. Now it'll start over again with the 2, 3, 4 of swords, because we're moving our way through the zodiac. 5, 6, 7 of cups. Let's see what I do wrong. Oh yeah. So we've just gone through the whole Lesser Arcana. Now here's an example of what I was talking about with the Enochian thing. This is the Ace of Swords. Okay, the Enochian tablet of air. E of Exarp. Down at the bottom is the E in that tablet of union, which would be right there. See, I've got the ace and the 4 court cards of all suits forming the tablet of union. That's how it works. And here is the Tattva symbol of spirit of air. That symbol is used by scrying that. You put that image under a bright light for a while as you sit down to meditate, and then turn your attention away to a neutral surface so you see the ghost image of that blue thing, and the colors change, and you project through that to enter into that elemental aspect of the big consciousness matrix. And here's all 36 small cards placed in order to create that Grand Cross. Now, this would be the Grand Cross projected on the elemental tablet of air, I believe, because they're in groups of 3, and those same groups of 3 appear on all 4 elemental tablets, but in a different order, depending upon what element the tablet is representing. Oh, and here I just blew up a few of my favorites. I don't know why I like that one, but I do. Now this is the Lust card, or the Leo card. And just for a second, take a look at that, the mercurial genii. You see Sol and Leo up there, and with the sun right at the top of the apex of that. And then we've got, believe it or not, those 2 other things running down either side are like flowers. And the Roman numerals are 156, which is the letters of Babylon. And there we've got the Hebrew letter Tet, the sign of Leo, and the king and queen scale of colors. And I just love this qliphothic image here for the Hebrew letter Tet. Looks sort of like a sad sack bulldog of some kind, or a pit bull. And the legs are like vesicas. It's a wild looking thing. Now this is from the 1964 U.S. Games edition. The newest edition from Magical Omaha is very beautiful too. I like it best. And there's the I Ching hexagram representing fire and water. The dates up at the top. Zodiac sign, 20 degrees of Aquarius, 20 degrees of Pisces. The proper Enochian square with the letters nice and clean. And the Tattva symbol, fire of water, which is what Knight of Cups are. And this is the 6 of Cups, otherwise known as the best freaking tarot card in the deck. 10-degree periods of the dates represented. You can see that it says Sol in Scorpio with their proper colors for that elemental tablet. Now that square appears in the Grand Cross of each of the elemental tablets, but in a different position and with a different letter. That's why I left it blank. And we've got the 2 Goetic spirits. Got Aim and Orias. Okay, is that it? I think that's it. Oh, no. I use this to kind of explain the dates of everything. Sorry for the glare here. Queen of Wands, okay. Anyway, that is sort of a pictorial journey through the Tarot Ceremonial Magick book describing the Tarot Ceremonial Magick cards. And the only reason I did it today is because I had all of this shit out for the work I've been doing all weekend, okay? And so I just had to get it out. Now, I'll probably talk about this uh, again a little closer to springtime next year when the new book, uh, uh, the Tarot Architect, will be released. But please, it's on pre-order right now from Wiser, and it really helps me, helps them decide, uh, how they're going to promote it and everything else. If you order it right now, I don't think they take it out of your account until next spring when they actually ship it to you. But the pre-sales really look good to an author, and the authors are always encouraged, and the publishers are always encouraged when they can show a respectable pre-sale. So I'm begging. I've made no further provisions for my family's future. I've said that for my whole life, and it's still true. Okay, so anyway, until tomorrow for Parking Lot Tuesday, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.